Alright guys, we're here at Queen Ferz. This fight's not going to be hard. Neither is King Korol. Not too much anyway. Here's our general stats. I'll show you Clayton in just a moment. I leveled up until monsters hit level 35, so right after this we can go ahead and try to recruit the final party member. But yeah, we have to keep him alive for this part, because otherwise we can't participate further ahead. In any case, here's our general stats here. Once again, Goodian has the meteorite arm bracer, so his agility is really high up, but even without it, he's actually doing decently well. In fact, you could also give the meteorite bracer over to someone else if you want them to try to be a little faster in initiative. And also to confirm, yeah, I did give all the strength keys to Goodian. I do have a couple I got in between, though. Now, Clayton is still very, very one-sided in his stats here. Let's compare real quickly here. Yeah, a lot of HP, not a lot of defense. A lot of attack, though. The Metal King sword in his hands is actually very useful. Even though Goodian's only like 10 behind, he actually, he does hit harder still. And as for Wicksy, Wicksy is basically a slightly weaker version of Clayton, but she does have a little more resilience, just less HP, so there's some balance. And also, she definitely has more agility. His agility without the Hella's armor is about like 30 or something like that. It's pretty bad. But yeah, if you wanted to, you could give her the meteorite arm bracer to let her kind of attack at the same time as Goodian, but I like knowing when they're going to go, because you always know Goodian's going to go first. Wixsy's going to go second. Who knows if the boss is going to beat her or not, but you know she's going to go second. And Clayton's always going to go last. And knowing turn order is very helpful. But yeah, that's our stats. Now let's look over our item setup. For Goodian. Goodian has the sword and shield, which doesn't really matter for this fight, to be honest. But the packs of punches is all you really need. Same with Clayton, though. Clayton doesn't really need it too much. Clayton's going to be kabuffing for the first parts, anyway. As for you could see for armor and such, I did pick up an Elfin Charm over in the mantle place, I think is what they call it. So I gave it to him because he's the next useful party member, I would say. With the Elfin Charm that I got from Fairy Lay is over on Goodian. And Wicksy, once again, is the Staff of Salvation user. Couple items as well, but we're not really going to use them. The only important thing is the packs a punch. They're mostly going to be healing this fight. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to zoom through this. Remember, it's 2 no's and 2 yeses. If you say yes too many times, you're going to get cursed. Yep. And here we go. That's nice, Ferz. For boss time! Yeah. That hurts to try to go that high. I don't know how H.C. Bailey does it. Anyway, for this, you're gonna go ahead and kerplunk, monsters! I gotta keep myself from saying the words I want to say, because that's really, really wrong. Alright. Goodian's gonna pack-a-punch themselves, Clayton's gonna kabuff, and Wicksy here is going to pack-a-punch Clayton. They're the only ones worth getting attack-ups for. Alright, yeah, that hurts. And now we could just leave Wicksy on focus on healing. These two are mostly going to be attacking once we get done with the kabuffs. Very good. Yeah, Wicksy, we'll let Wixsy's AI do whatever. Frizzle or attacking kind of works. They're roughly the same damage range right now. Alright, this is number 3, I think, for kabuffs. I think we have one more, but I might be mistaken. I always mix it up at 4 or 3. I think it depends your defense level. Let's find out. And 2, 3, 4. Okay. That's number 4. So now Clayton can help attack. Which Ferz is probably going... Okay, they're proving me wrong. I meant to say, Ferz is probably going to cast her spells now, but apparently they don't care. They rather just attack a wall of defense, I guess. But yeah, this is basically the fight. She or he or they is not really a big deal. The breath attack is a little worrisome, but it's not a big one. Wicksy can out-heal it, but even in an emergency, you have Goodian then. And to be honest, if you wanted to do this solo with Goodian, Goodian could do this very simply as well. And I'm going to show it anyway, because, again, I was considering Goodian doing a solo fight. Wicksy, yeah, you know what? Just to be safe, let's heal her anyway. But yeah, Goodian can easily solo this, and honestly enough, can solo King Korol too. I'll be showing both though. But as usual, I'll be fast-forwarding with Goodian because we've already seen the fight. But anyway, that's it for Queen Ferz. I'll meet you with Goodian soloing in just a bit. Okay, this is for the solo Goodian fight here. This is very easy. It's just kind of boring, I'll be honest. But I want to show it's possible. If you don't like this, skip to the next chapter. The items we're going to be utilizing is the Fairy Foil and Pack-a-Punch. If you're worried about your MP, you could use the Dark Shield, but you actually don't need to worry about that. Sacred Armor and a Miracle Sword with Pack-a-Punch on is going to cover your healing needs. But it's there in case, you know, maybe you're under-leveled or something. Dark Shield, seriously, is very, very useful for a lot of these certain types of challenges and all. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Once again, 2 no's and 2 yeses. So no, no, and yes, and yes. Here we go. I'm not even going to say boss time, except for that. So, go ahead and kerplunk. You're going to start fairy foiling. And let's fast forward. And 3 is all you need. And then we want to Pack-a-Punch yourself. And then this is it. All you have to do is attack. And thanks to the Sacred Armor and the Miracle Sword, Goodian is unkillable. As long as he keeps attacking. Fairy Foil, again, is very versatile alongside the Dark Shield. I'm glad I discovered it around the 3rd monster party. But yeah, no worries here. Goodian is this good. The resistances are very helpful. Korol, it gets a little tougher though for Goodian. I tested it out already, but you'll see. Anyway, that's it for Ferz. I probably won't even be separating the chapters for setup or whatever. Goodian is that good. Anyway, I'll meet you at King Korol next. Okay, we're here at King Korol, and this one's a little trickier, but it's not too big of a problem. And again, Goodian could solo this, and I'll show that after the regular, but I'm trying to get everyone incorporated for this one. So, here we go. For item setup, a Yigdu for emergencies on Goodian, and 1 Yiggleaf. Everyone should have at least 1 Yiggleaf. The Zenithian Sword is semi-useful if you really want to, but you're better off not bothering. Mostly because of the fire resistance that King Korol has. Wicksy could use Frizzle, but it's just generally not worth it. Just let her attack normally. But yeah, for the most part, 1 Yiggleaf, Staff of Salvation is useful. I have these items just in case they were useful, they ended up not being. But yeah, 1 Yiggleaf. You don't even need the elixir, Elfin Elixir too much either, because Clayton has Absorb Magic. But it could help. You know, I mean, it's good to have backup just in case. But anyway, why don't we just go ahead and get started? Yes, yes, we are surprising you. Why don't we go ahead and fast forward? Anyway, it's boss time. So, first things first, I'm going to go ahead and say, go away, monster, you're done. You're dead. Just to get that distraction out of the way. I'm leaving Wicksy on focus on healing because there's no reason for me to control them. Let them decide when they want to be controlled. Important thing here is you want to make sure everyone is always above 130 HP. Clayton actually can get away with not being it because he has some resistance to cold breath. But that is the most powerful damage that King Korol can do. And that's where Goodian will have to heal. But anyway, Goodian's just going to attack. We're going to put Absorb Magic on Goodian, because they're the only ones really going to be expending MP. And Wiksy's going to do whatever the fuck they feel like it. And there it is. The big damage. But we're okay. So, the rest of this fight is just attacking until we need to heal. Oh, that's a poor time to get a crit. But yeah, Goodian's not going to run out of MP. Wicksy is below 130. We have to heal them because Wicksy has that weird AI thing where they won't heal themselves despite needing it. I still find that so weird. But yeah, it's just attack and heal. Because we can't use our packs of punches. It'll just get Disruptive Wave. And bounce would also be the same issue. He can't be sapped. So, just attack. It's going to take a little bit. Oh, wow, you healed yourself. Good job. Normally they don't. But they are still, unfortunately, a little low. You know what? They just Cold Breath, so we actually can attack. You know what? Let's play this risky, because I'm okay with using a Yiglaive. Otherwise, this is going to be mostly a boring fight. Alright, you're going to heal yourself. Wow! This did not happen in my test runs. Unfortunately, though, we're going to have to full heal Wicksy. Actually, Clayton. You know what? Let's use the Yigdu, because it's safer. You don't have to, but... Yeah, I didn't have to. Clayton could have taken it, but I forgot about that. Bad time for crits. Wicksy, you can change your moveset anytime. Why would you Frizzle on a defend? Whatever. It's weird what some of the AI does sometimes, but it's okay. Wicksy is a decent healer at times. And there goes Bounce, so no Frizzle for you. Yeah. This fight just gets prolonged because of the defend. I suppose the defend is mainly there for when people cast spells and Bounce is not up or something, or they have a skill otherwise. I don't know. Anyway, let's see. You're going to heal yourself. You're above 130, and Clayton is safe too because the highest damage that you can get is like 72 or something. Well, besides the crit attack. Yeah, we're okay. And the crit attack always does 105. Good hit. But yeah, the fight ends up being a little bit boring because it's kind of similar to our last Monster Party where we can basically sustain ourselves, except that Goodian and Clayton actually have decent attack. They just can't really utilize it much because Korol has good defense. Alright, you're above 130, you're fine. But we can actually mount the attack pretty well. Yeah, Goodian soloing this is not much better, just so you know. Yeah, above 130, and you're above 105, so Clayton's fine too. Because this is usually the crit attack. Alright, you healed him, so he's fine. Go ahead and full heal Wicksy. We actually needed to heal for once. But yeah, we're all pretty tanky, to be honest. Oh, you get a chance to Frizzle! That's great! I love when Wicksy can do that. Yeah, we're fine. But yeah, just having someone able to just Staff of Salvation to keep ourselves up is pretty good. This time Clayton actually needs it, because he's not going to Cold Breath again, but he could crit attack, which would kill Clayton. Yep, we're fine. And I'm glad I healed now, because that would have killed Clayton. But yeah, Goodian can cover basically everything. Goodian is essentially... Ooh, you're below 130. I almost made a mistake there. But yeah, Goodian is just like how Mina was in Dragon Warrior 4, except a little bit stronger. Just able to be the eternal substitute, could substitute for a little bit of magic attack. Mina's better on the magic attack, though, than Goodian. Good well-rounded stats. Wicksy is fine. And here comes the testament for it. Yep. You're below 130. Well, we don't actually have to heal you right now, because he's not going to cold breath twice in a row. And now Clayton's fine, but now we want a full heal because he might cold breath. He's got a set script a bit. But yeah, we're fine. And he's dead. See, it's weird, but you know, there's a little system there. I still think the most epic fight I had against King Korol was with the Pips and Conks. In any case, I'll show you Goodian, fast forwarded of course, soloing King Korol, because King Korol is not a big deal. I'll see you there. Okay, this is the solo Goodian fight. You may notice the party's there, but I'm just going to toss him in the wagon as soon as we start the fight, just like I did with Monster's Corpse. The only thing you really need for this is the Dark Shield, just so that Goodian will never run out of MP. You could also, if you don't have the Dark Shield, you could also just do Elfin Elixirs. They both work. It's just that this saves you time. You just start with that and go. I'm also going to keep the Yigdu on him for just in case we need to full heal for save MP or whatever. I don't know. There's not real reason to. But yeah, this is going to be just a long and arduous fight, just so you know. So, we're going to be fast-forwarding through all of it. Alright, so all that we got to do first is change just to Goodian. And then what we're going to do is start with the Dark Shield. And as long as we're above 130, we're fine. So, it's just attack. Oh, we're not above it. We full heal. And we keep going. It's that simple. It is going to take a while, even with fast forward though. Just a warning, because as tanky as Goodian is, his attack is only so-so with the Miracle Sword. You could give him the King Metal Sword instead. He'd have to heal a little bit more often, but that's about it. You're actually okay at the moment, and now you're not. But yeah, he'll never Disruptive Wave your Absorb Magic, which I'm so glad I found out in one of my Monster Party runs. That was really, really helpful. You're below 130, got a full heal. But yeah, he's never going to run out of MP. We're fine. That was a little risky there, technically. We'll heal, and yeah, just keep attacking. But yeah, Goodian is a boss. I imagine, though, for the later bosses, I'd really have to be a lot higher level for Goodian to solo, though. Especially, like, what do you call it? Oh, you were fine. I was debating on the HP there. But especially, like, Nimzo, I'm not sure about him doing that by himself. Not without a lot of levels. But we'll see how that goes. For now, we're just going to keep attacking. I really wish we could use Pack-a-Punch here. But it'd basically have to take over. I'm going to say go ahead. Yeah, because we're going to go first. That was fine. But yeah, we'd have to have a stack of Pack-a-Punches, and we were wasting turns reapplying it each time. It'd be about as useful as Disruptive Waving him just to make him use Bounce or something. It's not worth it. If you have a character that has literally nothing better to do, that's where you can give them the Disruptive Wave item, though. The Zenithian Sword. Because that will distract Korol. He just Cold Breath so you can attack. We're okay still. The crit attack and the breath is the worst, but he doesn't spam his breath. Still, it is cool to see how he turtles. Alright, you just crit, you better, yeah, full heal just in case. I don't know the exact pattern that the AI uses, but I have a rough idea. Anyway, that's it. See? Goodian beat it. That's it for this. Next time, I'll meet you against the last Lodja fight, I believe, with our final party member. I'll see you there.